So I decided to create my own little tour of Edinburgh, and I've been keeping a mental note of all the different bookstores that I wanted to go throughout the city, and there was 3 that I really wanted to check out, and so here are my adventures. The first one is Armchair Books, and I was completely overwhelmed when I went in there, and any thought of a book that I wanted to buy just went completely out of my head because it is floor-to-ceiling books. Anything that you could want. They are used copies, and you can tell that they're used. There's everything from kind of a little more raggedy conditions to they almost look basically brand new. But if you are looking for cheap books, and to even just go and visit Armchair Books is experience in itself. If you do your research on like bookshops in Edinburgh, you will see Armchair Books. The next location is the Old Bookshop, and it is a bookshop that has old books. And there was a copy of Edgar Allan Poe's works that I really wanted there. I decided not to get it, but if I do decide, I can always go back. I had lots of great old books just to look at, and there's like paintings and sketches that are certified like 100 years old that you can buy, and it was a great place for a little book history. And lastly, I went to Waterstones, which is basically the Scottish and I guess UK version of Barnes & Noble. And this is where I picked up books. I limited myself to 3 books, and these are what I got. I got Vicious by V.E. Schwab, or Victoria Schwab. She is actually doing studies in the University of Edinburgh, and we're in Edinburgh at the same time, and I haven't read a Victoria Schwab book before, and so I've been wanting to pick up Vicious, and I liked the cover and it was there, and so I said, why the hell not? So I picked it up. The next book is The Bronze Horseman by Paulina Simons, and I originally heard about this book from Katrina from the Little Book Owl about a year ago, and I've been wanting to pick it up ever since, and it's a pretty big book. Oh, but wait. It's tiny. The book writing is so tiny, and it's going to be a big book, but I really have a feeling that I'll like it. It combines some of my favorite things, like Russian history, and also brings together World War II, and I guess there's romance in here, and just all good things happen in this book series, and I heard that it plays with your feels, and I'm really excited and looking forward to reading this. And lastly, probably my favorite purchase when I saw this, I was like, I have to have it. It is the special collector's edition of Fangirl, and I've been wanting a copy of Fangirl for such a long time, and I just haven't picked it up. Even though I've seen it, I put it back and I said, I'll pick it up later, I'll pick it up later. And as soon as I saw the collector's edition, it was a done deal. Here is the book cover, and it's like hot pink, and then the cover in the US is like this blue that has the writing on it. Has Fangirl written down the side on the pages. There is the lovely bookmark that is ever so handy and lovely. And then when you undress the book, you have this. Oh, you see this peeking out? It is an emergency dance party. And so when I realized that it was 13 pounds, I had to pick it up. So that was my first run of all the bookshops in Edinburgh. It wasn't all the bookshops. I keep on finding more and more that I want to go and visit. So I'm sure there will be more to come of these. Other than that, everything's going really well here in Edinburgh, and I love it, and I never want to leave. Okay, bye! It is amazing.